It's not your imagination. No, you're not black Americans. You wonder why they call you Jamaicans when you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. No, you're not a Haitian. You wonder why they call you Puerto Rican when you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. They just wanna keep us down. They don't wanna see us with the crown.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world
Four Corners News. That's right, where truth speaks.
That's
I'm
right.
Captain Zakar to my left.
Captain Severus.
To his left.
Officer Azaniah.
To my right.
Officer Daniel.
And to his right.
Officer Lyell.
And we make up Four Corners News.
Hey, Cap, I know
Yeah.
you pressed for time.
Oh,
but-
God.
but-
Do we need the violin music?
No. Hey,
back.
Cap, I know you pressed for time, but I'm hearing reports by Cap Severus that the IT team is trying to overthrow
They
him.
try to overthrow
They
him
trying to
last week.
overthrow him. You leave for what, a
Captain
week?
Zakar with
I'm
the
telling you,
ATL
man.
for a week.
And they try to overthrow
That's
Cap
the
Severus.
truth.
telling you.
Hey, we got some new innovative stuff for you, Captain Severus. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. They
Hey.
even tried
We can
to,
make a hologram out of you.
listen.
We're going to try it on the show with you.
They even added Creole Corner rep
Sound bites.
to come on the show and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So it was all messed up. We had another
Yes, Doc. You
Benjamin
had, you had natives out on here. You had,
You had
Spanish.
everybody.
Natives out in Spanish. You
Officer
had Creole,
Abadan.
Creole
Oh,
Corner.
man.
It was
Come
just
on.
like, do you want a job?
Yeah.
Do we give you a job? But
on,
I
give
just
him a
like
shirt.
to announce their public shame.
Hey,
All
it's good to be
praises,
back
yeah.
in the building. All
All
praise to the
praises to
Most
the Most
High,
High.
man.
That's
Hey,
right.
it's a lot going on here. Y'all know Esau out here acting a damn fool.
That's right. Damn.
Out here acting like he's supposed to act, really. Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, that's who he is.
Yep.
That's who he is. The only reason that you haven't seen the full extent of Esau, God's holding him
Yeah.
back.
That's right.
That's the only reason we haven't seen the full
right.
demon inside of Esau.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into something else that Esau done. I guess if you are I don't know what to call my generation because I'm not a millennial. I'm generation something.
You Generation X. Damn.
No, my
That's
generation
X. Yeah. Before Z is X. You know that, right?
Come on, man. That ain't,
Yeah, you know that, right?
that ain't how they do it. Is that
Come
how
on
they do
now,
We
dog.
was
Nah.
considered Generation
Come on,
X.
man.
I'm telling you, you better look it up.
Okay, maybe. But this is why half of us grew up without fathers in the household. Esau was doing dirt way back when, and they still doing the same thing today. But it's great. Come out on Netflix. I believe next week. It's a documentary of how they destroyed the black community back in the 80s, late 70s and early 80s. Hey, pull up the article. Let's pull up the article on that. Read that for us, soldier.
Netflix doc. CIA flooded black communities with crack.
CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, flooded the black community with, what was it say? What did it say? Did it say dope or crack? Crack.
Crack cocaine.
Don't that department primarily focus on international threats?
They supposed to. They're supposed to collect information,
Right.
and then they disperse it to the FBI.
Right.
They collect information, then they give it over to the Federal Bureau of Investigations. That's what FBI stands for. And then the FBI acts on the information given to them and bring down the big drug dealers or whatever
Right.
it is.
Cartels.
And things of that nature. But it looks like CIA jumped that, put crack in the black community and destroyed it, and now they reap the benefits off of it.
Damn.
With the prison system being the prison houses being filled with us.
Right. And they use the saying, the war on drugs. And
Yeah.
Basically, they're playing two sides.
Hey,
Yeah, they're playing chess.
Yeah, they're playing two sides where they'll push it and then they'll pretty much put us in jails because we out here just trying to survive. Because the scripture says that give me not too much or give me not too little or else I steal.
Yeah, yeah.
You already know where the community just sits at. The community is bad. So because the community is bad, one thing that we're going to rely on is to use drugs to escape.
Yeah.
We're going to use all these different means to try to get money so we could try to make it up out the hood. But the trap is you will never be able to get out if you're following Esau's rules.
And the thing about Esau, they lay down the groundwork years ahead.
Yeah.
Before they actually pull the trigger on, or set up any laws to capture their prey, they make sure they'll lay down their groundwork.
Yeah, like any hunter would do.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
The scriptures say that about Esau. He's a cunning hunter of the field.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hey, go to the article. Let's read that. Let's go to the article. Read that for us, soldier.
To discuss crack cocaine is to tackle a litany of bigger, intertwined American issues: racial and economic disparities, inner city poverty and crime, media reporting and sensationalism.
Hold on, it said media did what?
Reporting and sensationalism.
Media reporting and sensationalism. It talks about that in the scripts where it calls it it says that by popular persuasions.
Yep, that's
right? Let's get that. I think that's in
First
Maccabees. Is it Ezra's? Yeah, First Ezra's. First Ezra's. This is how they laid the ground. This is a part of the trap that you was talking about, officer. It's First Ezra chapter 5 and 72, 73. This is, they laid the trap and they already got it laid out. They're going to put the product in the community, put it into poor people's hands that are struggling for money, and then once they take the product, hook, line, and sinker.
Come on.
Where we at? Check. There we go. Hook, line, and sinker. Then they are going to sensationalize what is going on with the drug, and then that justifies them filling up the prison houses with us in it. It's a foolproof plan that you cannot defeat unless.
Check. Come on.
Check.
That's the residue from last week.
Check. Oh, there we go. I don't want to use nobody. These brothers might got secret Rona.
Yeah, Rona 2.0.
You notice a new strand going around here. Got to make sure this mic work right here, baby. Y'all send up prayers for Captain Carpike right here. Hey, go to First Ezra 5, read verse 72.
First Ezra chapter 5 and verse 72.
Yeah.
Bring it out.
But the heathen of the land, lying heavy upon the inhabitants of Judea, and holding them straight, hindered their building, and by their secret plots.
Secret plots. That's what this documentary is going to uncover. Right. Secret plots that was done against the black. This is why, whenever you hear white people, Asian people, East End, whoever it is that's not of the nation of Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
Bring it out.
Anytime they say that pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you brought this on yourself, that is the most ignorant statement that could ever be made.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's like back in China, I think it was during the Vietnam War. Yeah. They dropped napalm on them. Yeah. Napalm is like a chemical warfare where it drops on you, it burns your skin. Yeah. You see somebody 40 years down the road, they got scars from the napalm that they dropped over them and be like, oh, it's your fault. You should have got out the way. It's damn napalm coming from the sky. Right. It was nowhere you could run in that area. So anybody say that's foolish.
Yeah, that's an insult to your intelligence. Yeah. They know exactly. They are the cause and reason of the devastation. Yeah. So now for them to say that is just a simple insult.
Yeah. And the thing about it is this story is that we're still catching that same affliction from them doing that today. Our community is still destroyed by them doing that today. Hey. And the one thing about it is they will tell the story and never get in trouble for them telling the story.
That's what they doing here with the C. They are literally telling on themselves that the government, we flooded your community with drugs and destroyed it. Right. And here, we're going to make a documentary about it to let you see how we did it.
Right.
Bring it out. And nigga, what you going to do?
And what you going to do about it? Nothing. Go to work
Go
tomorrow.
buy Jordans. That's what he's saying.
And you're going to pay to see it.
And you going what?
And you're going to pay
to
see
see it. You play that monthly
you
subscription.
Pay for Hulu.
$10 every month.
We paying to watch our own destruction.
Hey, on that. Hey, pull up. How much Denzel Washington got paid to play Nicky Barnes I mean, not Nicky Barnes. What's my man?
Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas.
Training Day?
Because that's
No,
what happens.
it's
American Gangster.
American Gangster. Yeah.
Because you on that topic with the movies and everything. They actually they'll do the devastation. Next thing they'll tell, hey, listen, we know we infested your neighborhood. Now we need you to go ahead and play this role.
Yeah, play the role.
Hey, just like with,
playing the devastation that we just did.
That's just like with the music. They use these rappers like Lil Wayne. They made a
Good
plan.
point. Good point.
They made a contract with him, but he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But he contributes to the prison.
Exactly right.
To the coke, to the crack.
Yep. We rap about the destruction that they put into our neighborhoods. Read verse 73.
Verse 73. And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions.
That's what that was talking about. Go back to it. Go back to that article. It said, the Bible says popular persuasions and commotions. Esau now calls it media reporting and sensationalism. God been talked about this. The nation's been doing this to bring us down, to destroy us as a nation.
Bring it out.
Go back to the article. Let's read that.
Political and legislative campaigning and action, mass incarceration and exploitation, and personal and communal responsibility. All of those topics are present in crack, cocaine, corruption, and conspiracy.
Wow. Go ahead.
Yet at a mere 89 minutes, Stanley Nelson's new Netflix documentary premiering January 11th bites off far more than it can chew, resulting in analysis that ranges...
Far more than it can chew means that it goes deeper than what he even put in an hour and 22-hour special documentary. It's way deeper than that. Go back to it.
Resulting in analysis that ranges from the persuasive to the cursory to the borderline disingenuous. Crack, cocaine, corruption, and conspiracy employs a general chronological structure to tell its sprawling tale, beginning with the 1970s to 1980s rise of cocaine, whose cost gave it an aura of being the glamour drug.
A glamour drug. What that meaning it says of the rich and powerful, meaning that it wasn't in the black community at first. Before the CIA put it there to fund their war with what's it called? They was called the Contra band, contraband in the South America.
Right.
Before they put it there, black people didn't even have the money to buy it because what crack cocaine is just it's cocaine in a hard form. Then it's called crack, right? White black folk didn't have the money for that. That was only for the rich and famous. When the movie stars, they went to the
Hollywood parties,
Hollywood parties and the
Actors.
house parties and the actors, and they do a line of coke. That stuff wasn't in the black neighborhood.
Right. The rock stars and them.
Right, but they made it to where it can now be produced by the most simplest of Negroes, and it destroyed us, man. Go back to it.
That made it inaccessible for most lower-income black Americans, whose dreams of using coke, the film contends, were spurred on by movies like Scarface.
Boom.
Hey, real talk right there.
See that? And you know how much money that movie made? $200 million.
That thing was made down here in Miami, wasn't it?
Yeah, right here in Miami. South Beach.
The only time Southern and Northern Kingdom actually get together.
I'm telling you, man.
And
Why
Cap,
Scarface?
you know one thing that sits there and bugs me out is that Esau is telling on himself and he's still not getting judged. And that goes back into the scriptures about a fugitive and a vagabond shall he be.
Yeah.
So surely Esau is the descendant of Cain.
Right, best believe it. That's who they are.
He never paid for his crimes.
Never paid for him. And they ain't going to pay for him until Christ come back and judge
there
him.
you go.
He's the only one, because he set it up that way so he can judge him.
Bring it out.
Because the Most High God in Christ going to give him a judgment that no man can do. No man can give him that judgment. Go back to it. Go back to it. Let's read that.
However, things took a turn when dealers began distilling cocaine into crack, a cheaper and more potent variant that became an immediate substance abuse sensation.
There we go.
Before long, entire urban communities, which were already struggling with mounting unemployment, poverty, and crime, were being decimated by the scourge of crack.
Damn.
Which is perpetuated by those young men and women who saw an opportunity to profit off others' suffering
You see that?
and became instant millionaire.
So wait. So they said they already knew there was unemployment, there was poverty already there. So they said, listen, to further the trauma, to further the destruction, let's go ahead and grind crack into their neighborhood.
Damn.
You see that? That means
sound like
no mercy.
And they had to come up with the idea to transform it because with cocaine, you can actually, be on coke and still work.
Right,
do
function.
those things.
You're a
You can
functioning
function.
addict.
So they
Functioning
added more stuff to it to make it more addictive and potent when they gave it to us.
Right.
Damn, that's crazy right there, man.
You even hear in South Florida where you hear the term everything under the kitchen sink. That's basically what they make crack now with. Everything under the kitchen sink, whatever it is, it could be Drano, whatever it is.
Damn.
They're gonna use it right now.
Hey, it brings it to mind that I think DMX was telling a story of why he's a little off in his head, right? He was telling
I
a
remember
story
that.
that he was with his
best
supposed to be best friend, and they was quote unquote smoking weed, and he said he laced it with crack and rat poison or something like that. He laced it with two different things, crack and rat poison. Didn't tell him and gave it to him, and from that moment on, he been
wasn't
bugged
the
out of his
same.
mind. He wasn't the same. He wasn't the same. So that stuff that's in that stuff, it'll destroy your mind, body, and soul. And,
Bring it out.
And a lot of us though, we got family members. We got an uncle. We got an auntie. We got a
you go.
cousin.
Yep.
Somebody is on drugs or done been on drugs and done got off the crack in our family. We all know because that thing in the 70s and 80s, it was everywhere, man.
Right.
Everywhere.
And one thing about that documentary or that show is a specific show that's on Hulu. It's called Snowfall. It documents how bad the drug is, where the lady, like the dude was walking in the trap house, the lady was getting high and then picked up the baby and then kept on walking.
Yeah, we're gonna pull that here in a minute, man, because that brings it out. Go back to that article. Let's see what we got on that. Read that Freeway.
Freeway, Ricky Ross, Corey Peggs, and Samson Styles are three such crack-dealing moguls featured in crack cocaine corruption.
How are you a crack dealing mogul?
Damn.
How's that even in the same sentence
There you
that
go.
you're a crack dealing mogul? Give me that in I think it's Micah chapter 2, man. Micah chapter 2, and I want to read, I think it's verse 1. Micah 2:1 to show you this is what they done to us while we was over here. Micah 2:1. Go ahead, read it.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
That's what that is. The CIA devised sin. They devised it. Read on.
And work evil upon their beds.
Uh-huh.
When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
That's the government. It says, woe to those that do that. And that's what America has done over and over, not just to black people, to Hispanic people, to Native Indian people. They've done it primarily to the Israelites.
Right. So, Cap, while Negroes is selling crack and posted up on the corners, they devising how to keep that system going within our
There you go.
community.
Exactly right.
And how you was bringing out the understanding in Micah 2, where it says it was in their power. Just like we would think about it today. Jake, us so-called blacks, Hispanics in our community, we don't have access to cargo ships.
No, we ain't got
We don't have no import-export businesses.
Bring it out.
So you gotta think about it. How does those things get over here?
Yeah.
It's not us.
Go to Psalms. Give me that in Psalms. I think it's chapter 10, man. And we're gonna play that video because if you haven't watched it, I think they're coming out with a new season. It's called Snowfall. I think it's like season 4 or something.
Right.
I streamed it legally, according to their the federal.
Regulation.
It was for educational purposes.
There you go.
You hear that?
Better
So I
come
can
right.
be able to teach the word of God
There you go.
to the people of God to stay away from that stuff. It was viewed for educational purposes.
right.
Did you hear that?
Better come right.
Bring it out.
Before you try to get me off.
Hey, I'm gonna give you up quick.
Damn, look at that. Throw you up under the bus. Okay. 4 Quarters News, man. It's one for all. Hey, Psalms chapter 10, man, and read verse 8 on down.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
That's where's the lurking places of the villages? It's called the projects.
There you go.
Right.
All of us, we know we all know a project that was called Village something.
Bring it out.
Right.
Right? We all know a project that was called Village something. There wasn't nothing but Negroes in that place.
Spring Village. Blue
Spring
There's
Village.
one
Marcy
It's
Projects.
called Brownsville.
Brownsville.
The
Strip
back
Village.
In their cemetery, they got the
Poker beans.
caskets above ground,
Damn.
unmarked.
So you can see it.
Damn.
Hey, read that again.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
Uh-huh.
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Selling drugs to people that you know will kill them, that's murder.
Yeah.
Because that stuff, how many people have OD'd off of crack cocaine?
Right.
Bring it out.
Died with a needle in their arm.
Yeah.
That's Esau that pushed that stuff and put it in, made the conditions to where we was poverty stricken, couldn't be hard, right? Or it wasn't no jobs. Because back during the 70s and 80s, you had to go out of the hood to get to the good jobs in the city or in the suburbs and then catch the bus back to where you lived at. So they were setting us up in those villages and putting things in there to secretly murder us when we got back to where we come from. Because they don't put that stuff where they come from.
Oh no.
Bring it out. You'd be hard pressed to find the damn Rallies or Checkers. They got one liquor store in their neighborhood.
And it's not called a liquor store. It's
So
called a
wine
winery.
Wine and spirits.
Wine and
ABC
Winery.
Wine and Spirits.
ABC Winery.
They won't dare call it a liquor store.
Nah.
No.
That brings down the integrity of
Come
their
on.
neighborhood.
Exactly.
That lowers the property value.
Right.
Right.
Damn.
Read that again.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
That's what the article just said. They put crack in a community that was already devastated with low jobs and poverty. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He ain't worried about nobody else. And the poor is who? The poor is Israel.
Yes, that's it.
Right.
His whole goal and his plan is to destroy us. But he wants to do it secretly, though.
Cap, that's why you got a billion-dollar government system that's supposed to be, like we brought up, focused on international threats.
Yeah, CIA. Yeah.
Right, but they worry about what the Israelites are doing in the hood.
Right.
They're worried about saviors.
Right.
Saviors. That's
Good
what they're
point.
worrying about. Black Messiah.
Which one of y'all are raising up? Huh?
Good
That's
point.
what they worried about.
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor.
Go ahead.
He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
When he does what?
Draweth him into his net.
He draws him into the trap. You know what that's like? That's like fish. It's like bait on a hook to a fish.
Yeah.
You know the damn fish is hungry. Yeah. The food in the sea is scarce. Yeah. You know it's what you call that? It's kill or be killed in the sea.
Right.
So you see some food, you got to go after it 100 miles an hour, right? Quick. That's what he did with us. He put that crack in front of the poor people there, and some of our people said, I got to get on this first before somebody else does.
Right.
Because if I don't do it, somebody else will.
Somebody else
Call us in the net.
And at the same time, while he's laying that net on the TV, he's pumping it on Scarface.
Good
Bring it
point.
out.
Damn.
When you look at the year Scarface,
That's
came
the
out,
bait.
1983. During that time, there you go, crack epidemic going out the roof. You got it on TV. You got it in your neighborhood now. It's like, damn, I could be just like Scarface. now.
Tony,
Right.
what is his name?
Tony
Montana.
Montana. Yeah.
Hey, and what's that thing they say about art imitates life
Yes.
and life imitates
Imitates
art,
art.
right? So if we see it in a movie, it's projected and gives because that's why I call it television.
There you go.
They told us the vision that they wanted us to implement in our own neighborhood, and we took it as soon as they presented it to us.
Right.
Absolutely.
And we didn't think about the repercussions that it would have on us for decades to come. You know what? The devastation of crack, that you are feeling it 40 years later, because it said the 80s, right? We're in the 2020s. You're feeling it 40 years later. We are now dealing with, in this truth, and when you come into this truth, we are dealing with the people that have suffered through the atrocities of crack destroying their community. The father wasn't at home.
Right.
The mother was strung
Right.
out.
Right.
You got crack babies that's in here that's 30, 40 years old now.
Right.
We are now dealing with that devastation of what they did to us back in the late 70s and 80s.
Right.
So you just can't say, oh, that was back then, because we dealing with it right now.
Right.
Let's go play that. Go to the video, because we was talking about snowfall, right? Have you seen it before?
I still didn't see that yet, man.
Officer Asna, you saw it?
Yeah, I seen it. I'm on season 3
You got
right
to,
now.
Captain Ferris, you got to stream it legally for educational purposes. You watched it, Officer?
Wise.
Yeah, I
He
saw it.
wise.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
What about you, Officer?
Nah, I don't think
You
we
ain't
seen
saw
it.
it? All right. Hey, y'all got to
called
watch it, man.
Snowfall.
Yeah, it was on, when it first came out, it was on FX.
FX, yeah.
And I think FX come with cable, right?
Yeah, it come with cable, but it moved to like Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Is it on Netflix too?
Black people.
And that's
paying
another
for no Hulu.
subscription.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
Hulu.
subscription.
You know, black
that you
people
gotta
don't
pay
go
for.
outside of Netflix.
Right. Hey, you got to upgrade. You,
You might
upgrade
have,
your life.
what's it called, Disney Plus now?
Yeah.
You
Right.
might have that if you got kids.
Right.
But usually it's just, well, how much that Netflix, like $12 right now?
Like $12.
$12, that's far as Israel going right there.
Hey, Hulu is
$12,
like
that's all I can spare, dog.
Freedom
Hey,
devices.
Hulu is like $8-9, and it's good too.
Oh, it's $8, $9?
yeah,
It's cheaper?
$8-9.
Oh, I might have to start
welcome,
streaming
Israel.
legally.
You welcome.
For educational
welcome.
purposes.
For educational purposes.
Israel, you welcome.
Hulu.
Better get your
I
fire
believe.
stick. Get yourself a fire stick.
A fire
Right.
stick?
Right.
A legal fire stick, Captain Harris?
They
Not the one they
Oh,
sell
yeah,
at the
you got-
barbershop,
You got
right?
Amazon TV.
Because I know a while
Yeah,
back,
they-
man,
all
they
of y'all
had those
have Cody.
jailbroken Amazon
Yeah.
sticks.
Nah,
and
nah, nah,
everybody, they was, hey, man, once you get your
What you
Amazon
want?
stick, it give you all the
Everything.
channels,
There you
man.
go.
You can watch anything. I'm like, oh,
One-time
really? Where you buy
payment.
it, man? Tyrone on the, he be in front of the Dollar General from 3 to 5 would get you one for $20.
He said, I got you,
Cut
man.
your
I
cable
got
bill,
you.
brother. Don't let the system hold you back.
Brothers got a truck full of Comcast boxes in their truck.
right.
All right.
Hey, y'all two, the light skinned side of Israel,
You gotta
y'all
watch
two
them.
look like y'all used to have
Man.
cable that ran from one
One
apartment to the
Oh,
next. Y'all
repent
look
to-
like it.
I repent.
Oh, it was Officer Lael?
I repent.
Officer Lael had cable
I ain't
that
grow up with
ran
cable.
from next door to his house.
I ain't grow
Get
up
out.
with cable.
And
That was like the
cable
first
man-
thing you did when you moved into duplex.
Hey, for real. You had to have the dish or you had the cords running.
Hey,
I had to split her in my pocket.
Facebook, YouTube, how many of y'all had that cable from a neighbor?
Hey, Cap, the real struggle is, have you ever took electricity from one spot and put it to the
brother,
other?
Nah,
That's
level.
Levi.
Yeah,
That's a Levi
that's some
thing.
Levi
brother-
stuff.
That's a pure Levi
That's
thing right
witchcraft.
there.
Right. We was just trying to get 100 channels. That
That's
was
it, man.
That was all I need.
I needed BET and VH1. That was it.
Hey, man, I hope you didn't watch Uncut. When you was
Uncut.
on that little, go to the video,
Got him.
man.
Here we go.
God, I'm good.
Yeah, got him. Hey, so it was on, let's watch this. Watch what they show at the end of this, man. The pride of Esau. Watch what you see it, man. Play it.
Any last words, just in case?
Don't miss.
This is a preview of Snowfall. 1983,
Educational
LA.
purpose.
You got three things in life when you're born. What your mama tells you, what the streets teach you, and what the future holds. Which no one knows. That's the one you got control over.
Look how nice the neighborhood was before
King of all
that.
the white boys.
Everybody knew everybody.
Don't say
Right.
cook to kids.
And what do you sell?
He said kilos to people with money.
Pause it. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He said we sell kilos to people with money. That's what that the documentary is talking about, that it was a glamour drug. Only the rich and famous used it. That's why it's in Los Angeles, and he was at a pool party up in Beverly Hills because that's the only people that had access to it. Go back to the video.
Frankie!
Franklin Saint, king of all the white boys.
I'm here to buy. I don't sell coke to kids.
And what do you sell?
He said kilos to people with money.
50 kilos worth of cocaine hidden in a hot tub?
Look at this.
Soldier, not a drug dealer. So what are we talking about?
How badly does the director want this war funded?
Pause it.
Damn.
Here we go.
Did you hear that?
Damn.
That Spanish brother, the Israelite brother, said, I'm a soldier, not a drug dealer.
Right.
Then it went to another scene. How bad does the government want this war funded?
Damn.
They prosper off our demise, off our destruction is how these nations are able to stay on top.
Yeah.
Right.
Cap, just thinking about it, right? They're using that drug that they selling to to our people to help fund their war. But not only that, you gotta think about the inner cities. Once they help fund their war, we go to jail and then we occupy bodies. They making money off of us being in the jail cells too. So either way it goes, they completely prospering.
Right.
Even
It's a monopoly.
Yep.
and the heathens know when the Israelites are in error, they know that they can reign. They know that God ain't gonna fight against the
Their
against the
system
heathen.
is sin.
Right.
Their system to keep everything running smooth as well as it's running. You gotta use sin in order for it to run.
Right.
Hey, go to the scripture, Revelation 18, and I want to read verse 9, and then we're gonna jump. Revelation 8 and 9. Let's read that.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
They have lived good with America, being into what they call it, allies with America. They have prospered. Read on.
Shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city.
The mighty city, the greatest city, the city that can print out money.
Bring it out.
And give you $600 checks here, $600 checks here. Even contemplate giving you $2,000 checks, but can't give you reparations.
Hey.
Thank you.
It's the greatest city on the planet Earth, the richest city. Read on.
For in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Now jump down to verse, let's get straight to read verse 13 for the sake of time.
Verse
How
13.
have the nations lived deliciously? Read that.
And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves.
And slaves and what else?
And souls of men.
Crack right there.
Damn.
Take your soul.
That's it. Crack destroys you mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Right.
They have prospered by destroying our souls.
Damn.
Your good judgment out the window. How a man guiding his house properly, it's gone. Crack, take that thought out. That wisdom is out the door.
You steal from your mama.
There you go.
You kill your own parents.
Right. Rob and steal.
You'll whore out your own daughter.
Right.
Hey Cap, you got to think about it. Like when you dealing with crack, it takes the natural pleasures of God away.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen a crackhead? They don't want to have nothing to do with like sex, but
They
crack,
not even hungry.
They not even hungry, but
No
the
food,
crack.
nothing.
But the crack is that's the only thing that they want.
Yeah.
That's the
their
only thing that they
motivation.
feeding for.
Right. Man, I've
God's
seen- I've
natural
seen-
pleasure is out.
Seeing
then-
people where I work at looking on the floor for nothing.
Good
They
point.
just walking back and forth looking at the
I
floor.
saw that before.
Because they looking for that peace. I asked them, I said, what you
Damn,
guys
that's
looking
crazy.
for? They're looking
Crack
for that
crumbs.
peace. There you go. So they can re-smoke it
Anything.
again.
If it's a breadcrumb, they'll
There
pick
you
it up
go.
and look at, and they'll put it on their tongue.
Right.
I grew up with them. Yeah, family members that I know how they act, man. That anything on the ground when they in that moment, they'll walk around and pick up anything off of that man and try to smoke it. Man.
And then they get those them 7 spirits come worse.
Oh, man,
they
it's terrible.
man, talking, having a whole conversation with themselves.
Yeah, we see it. We see it today, man.
And
a lot
talking
of people we see on the streets right now, minds have been destroyed because of crack until it just finally broke.
Right.
And they know that when we are become that destroyed, they know we can't prosper.
Yeah.
These niggas can't rule Earth. Like
Yep.
that.
And they, right behind that, they know you fully destroyed. Let's go ahead and build these rehab clinics. Now.
Right.
Bring it out.
That's crazy,
We
ain't
gonna
it?
play, now put on our cape. Let's swoop in and save them. We're going to be the hero. So when you graduate, you're going to see us as your hero.
And they still making money off of us.
Right, that's crazy.
Go back to the video, man. Let's watch it.
50 kilos worth of cocaine hidden in a hot tub.
I'm a soldier, not a drug dealer. So what are
Look
we
at the
talking
logo.
How badly does the director want this war funded?
Boom. You see how that eagle? That's CIA.
Work.
Those 25 kilos could net us just under $2
They got
million.
Hispanics too. They gave it to the Hispanic people.
You're out of money. Try to do things the right way. You know what I learned? It ain't made for people like us. And that brick, that ain't worth the trouble that it come with. You know what? I'm rewriting the rules.
You do not have my money.
Where is it? Where's my money?
Look at that. Get ready to pause it when I tell you. Just hit the space bar when I tell you. Pause it. There you go.
Damn.
Look at that.
Right
Look at them. They are telling you. This is how it began. The white man pumped crack into the black community to destroy us. This is how crack began. No Negro didn't come up with a magical idea to create that.
Right.
White people made it. They had it as dope, and then they came up with a chemical formula for it. CIA pushed it in the black community.
Amazing.
Go back to pull it back up. I want to pull that thing back up right there. Just pull it up. What we had up. Pull it up. This is how crack began.
Damn.
That's it right there.
See, they tell their truth through these damn television.
Yeah.
Negroes don't believe it. They think it's just a series.
Hey
a
man.
season.
Hey, go to I don't know. It's so many scriptures right through my mind right now, man.
Let me get one real
Go
quick.
ahead, man.
Deuteronomy 33 and 29.
I got it.
You got it?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Crazy. Then they call you predators.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Brothers mentioned Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. You're right. Hillary
yeah.
Clinton out here calling us predators
Yes.
for the stuff, because she was in government. Clinton was in government in the 80s for stuff that they had a hand in and knew about.
Right.
Then they call us
There
predators.
you go. That's the groundwork. Cap, you can't forget. Esau is very crafty with that. He'll lay the groundwork, and they gotta maintain it. They gotta maintain it, and on the back end they'll sprinkle in a superhero once.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's what Biden right now. Biden is that.
Right.
With a
Yeah,
stimulus
he is.
check. Didn't he raise it back in 2000?
The Most High brought a
Thank you.
professional
Thank you
of
very much.
wickedness.
Thank you.
And that's
It was
why
a
the
professional.
Bible.
Read that. Oh, we got a comment? Okay, go ahead.
Caller. Go ahead. Read your script.
Read the script.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
Happy art thou, O Israel,
Happy are the wise of Israel, because we know now. We can see. Read.
who is like unto thee,
Uh-huh.
O people saved by the Lord.
Come on.
The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency.
Read.
And thine enemies
Come on.
shall be found liars.
They shall be found what?
liars.
That's what we seen today.
There you go.
Your slave master is the liar.
That's right.
Hey, go to Ezekiel 25. Ezekiel 25 real quick, and I want to read verse 14. We got a caller here in a second. I want to read this verse. This is why, do you got it paused on that part of the video? Bring it back up again real quick. This is why Ezekiel 25, the Lord is going to bring that to pass in the appointed time, is like the scripture says. Do y'all got it? Can y'all pull it up? This is how crack began. They put it in, they devised iniquity. When I what is like the script says, when iniquity had an end, they kept it on us.
Right. Kept going, yeah.
Kept going. Ezekiel 25:14. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord God.
This is the thing, because you got people that's coming up, you got youngsters that don't know what happened before them. They ain't too much in history. They only care about rap music. See, we don't understand the depth of the evil that Esau has done to us to keep us where we are as a nation. Low, poverty, destroyed, mentally destroyed, self-hate. A lot of that comes from the secret iniquities that Esau has pushed in front of us through television,
Mm-hmm.
in the villages, on those places. So God said, I got to lay vengeance on Edom according to mine anger, because you don't know the half of what this man done to y'all.
Right. He sees behind the scenes.
He sees behind the scenes.
And I like that when they bring these movies out. Because, you know, remember, what's the motivation behind these directors? They're a proud nation. They're proud people. So we need them to maintain that energy so that we could get to that point where vengeance is laid upon them.
That's right.
So come out with your documentaries. Come out with your Netflix specials. Get your Oscars. Get your, what's the other one?
Emmys.
We need that energy.
It's Grammys.
So when the skies crack open and Christ come back, and then he show you what's up now. He's going to show you what crack really do.
Right. They're going to be trying to throw away all them damn idolatry awards that they done got. Like it says in scriptures, they're going to throw away, toss away they idols like a missile rag.
Right.
Don't do it. Like, no. They got your damn fingerprints on it. I remember Death Shank.
Keep that energy.
Trying to blend in.
Hey, we got a call. Hey, caller, you live on FCN. Talk to us.
Hey, Shalom, what's that crazy blood? Hey, Captain's a car. That's a car freeze.
All praise to the Most High, man.
Hey, I just want to start off with saying I love you, brothers, man. You promised to really bringing it out, and thank you for everything. Hey, talking about the crack epidemic. So, also like in the mid-70s, crack was given by the CIA to a Dominican called Yayo. That was his agent. Never got to know his real name.
Okay.
But that was his name. So that you see the movie New Jack, it was actually based on his story.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Damn.
Yeah. So Yayo was a dude from Washington Heights.
Okay. Is that where Tony Yayo got his name from? The rapper?
Nah, man. Tony Yayo's from Queens.
He probably admired him or something and took the name. Okay. I mean,
the word Yayo spread out because he used to make moves all around from east to west. So he had connections all around. He didn't just do Washington Heights. He had like the whole east to west to north to south shut down because the CIA was working with him because he had connections with the Mexicans, the Colombians, and everybody, like the Northern Kingdom. Yeah. So he was basically spreading it out through the Northern Kingdom. So they had Judah, and then they had Southern Kingdom. They had Judah. Larry Davis? They had Larry Davis. Shut down with the Judites, and then they had Northern Kingdom with Yayo. So, and he was from Washington Heights.
Damn.
He actually had a building that he bought. Right, this is how you know that this is New Jack City. He bought the whole building. Right, he put his own supers. He had his own rooms in it, and they called it the White House. It's literally painted white. It's still painted white to this day.
Right, Miami have the same thing.
173rd and Audubon.
Hey, you know what? The scripture come to mind with that? It says Judah and Israel were oppressed together.
Evil, man.
Same exact evil. Wherever you find us that is poverty-stricken and strung out on drugs, you best believe they over there on the other side of town speaking in Spanish the same damn thing.
So, Cap, somebody put a comment. They said that this crack so bad. She said one uncle exchanged his infant daughter for crack.
Damn!
And my aunts had to buy her back.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's slavery.
Damn.
Man.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
The mine is gone. It's gone.
And
they paid my Wesley. Wesley only got 25 stacks from that movie, New Jack City.
Yeah, it was back in
the
day.
But look what it did. How many people want to be Wesley?
Whole lot. It destroyed us even further as a people, further down into the rabbit hole. But all praise to the Most High God that He's poured His Spirit back on us in these last days, and we are coming up out of that decayed estate.
That's right.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.